The Suplah.
Hello wrestling fans and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. I am Andy Kwan and with me as always is Sam Brooks.
Well, really? You want to try that again? You don't want to choke on yourself while you're saying my name?
Should we try that one again or should you just
Wow. No, let's do that again.
Let's
Let's actually try and give a shit about this new format.
No, I was trying and then my voice is going. I was trying and then I died.
Oh, great, yeah. Fantastic. You know what? Let's just keep this all in, alright? You know, he's Andy. You know who I am. He choked when he said it, but you should know anyway. I'm Sam Brooks. And we are here for the Suplah.
Hello.
Hello.
Sam, what are we talking about today, if I can finally get my voice back?
There has been a name change. Now, normally this isn't breaking news because it happens every other week, but this name change... What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm doing his theme song.
Who? Really? That was his theme? You sure about that?
His name is Walter.
Well, it's Walter. The guy from... Shut up! The guy from NXT, who's been in the company for the past 2 years, was United Kingdom champion for... I'd say longer than that. It was like 800 days or something crazy.
84 years!
27 years, and it was because of a pandemic, but still, WWE will tout it as being the longest championship reign since 1980 whatever, right? Because it's a big accomplishment on paper.
In theory.
We all know who Walter is.
Yes, he's a big German bloke.
No.
Big Austrian bloke.
Don't make that mistake again, please. Oh my god. So, he's been moved from NXT's UK division onto the main show, NXT 2.0.
Oh, goody. That fucking paint splatting pile of turd. Yep.
You love it.
Oh.
If there's anything Andy Quanten loves,
yeah.
It's NXT 2.0.
I hate that thing with a passion.
You love all of the new names, like Grayson Waller.
Wow,
and,
that's a money-making name, that is.
No, it is, yeah. He's really good. He's been feuding with AJ Styles.
Why?
Don't know.
Great.
He's one of a myriad of new names that have been on that show. Walter moved there because he has in fact moved to the United States.
Fair enough.
Before all of this, he was a cornerstone of the UK indie scene, as well as in Germany.
I've seen him.
It was very shocking. You've seen him.
Yes,
I've seen him.
I've seen him in progress.
We've both seen him. He's massive.
He is a big
daddy.
He's a big Austrian man. And here's a fun fact. I needed to go to the toilet really bad, and I thought, if I go now, I won't miss the end of the match. And I miss Walter winning the Progress Championship, because I am a twat.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I bet that was worth it then. Bet it was worth holding in all that pee just to think, maybe I'll go now.
Well, as I was in mid-piss, I just hear 1, 2. I'm like, don't say 3. 3! I'm like, fuck! Literally, I'm like, fucking, I don't know, just wiggling my... Do you do that when you go for a piss? Just wiggle.
So Walter moved to the Americas. Away from this cretin over here in this corner. Purely to get away from you. He was so ashamed that you missed it that he just ran away to America.
He's like, tiny English man who thinks he's Irish is clearly enough for me to go.
So he went over there and he's been performing on NXT, and lo and behold, he comes out for a match against Roderick Strong. His name is Walter. Remember this. It's like Robert Paulson. His name is Walter. His name is Walter.
Oh god, Meatloaf died this week. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Anyway, the guy comes out. It's like same old Walter that we know. He comes out with Imperium and he has the theme song we all know. He pins Roderick Strong, and then before the ring announcer, whoever it is, can say the winner of this match is Walter, he grabs the mic And he's like, no, the winner of this match is Gunther. And then he levels out Roderick Strong with the rest of the Imperium lads. And everyone's like, huh? What? Who's that? Who's Gunther? You're not Gunther. You're Walter. We know who you are.
Gunther is the guy of Friends that serves them all coffee and has a crush on Rachel. That's Gunther.
Apparently he won the match.
Wonderful. I thought he was dead.
Well, he is.
Oh, okay.
But moving on. We all thought, that was odd that he just said Gunther won the match when this is clearly Walter. There's some supplementary information to this story.
Please
As first reported by journalist Louis Dangour on Twitter, wrestling companies really need to start searching names for potential talent before filing to trademark.
Yeah, it's not hard. You just Google it.
It came to our attention that WWE recently filed to trademark the name Gunther Stark, presumably for a new NXT talent. Normally you'd think, okay, nothing out of the ordinary with that. Gunther Stark, that could be a name that someone has. A quick Google search shows that Gunther Stark was a military commander for 3 guesses, Andy.
Nazis!
The big ends. The Nazis.
Christ.
Gunther Stark. Nazi.
And he's Austrian! Oh god, no! Oh, fucking hell!
Mr. Dango follows that tweet by saying, I'm by no means claiming that they've done this intentionally, because I'm sure they haven't in the slightest, but a very quick Google search could solve any potential issues like this that may arise. There was a similar issue with Tony D'Angelo recently too, another NXT talent.
God, what did they do this time?
Well, they named the Austrian man after a Nazi U-boat commander.
Yeah, I know that, but the Tony D'Angelo thing, what was that?
Oh, I don't care. We're not talking about him. We're talking about Walter. Sorry, Gunther.
Oh, why? I don't understand.
Here's the anatomy behind this name. Stark means strong in German.
Great.
Think, okay, he's a wrestler. He's strong. He is...
Well, just call him Stark, then.
Gunther Stark, the Nazi U-boat commander, is not that well known of a name in Germany or Austria. The belief is more that WWE came up with the name and failed to research it before trying to trademark it. Or if they did find out, thinking the name was so little known that nobody would care.
Just Google... Well, that's dumb, because you Google Gunther Stark and it comes up with Swastika Boatman. Like, what... why in the name of God... What? It's not hard, is it? Just Google it. What? I could do it right now, but I'll probably end up on a list. Like, there's no... Like, why in the name of God would... Why would no one Google it? Just Google it. It's not hard. I bet you... Does that mean they don't Google any of the other names?
Well, you say that. This has happened before in history. And you know what I'm talking about, don't you? Do you remember Team PCB?
Oh, God, yeah, okay, fine.
Team Paige, Charlotte, and Becky?
That's not
back in... That's not I want to say 2015. This is when they called up the 4 horsewomen from NXT on the main roster. It was a simpler time, and they all got put into their own little teams. You had Paige, for some reason, was paired with Becky and Charlotte, and their first name, when they got to the main roster as a unit, was the Submission Sorority. Now you may think that's a standard name. No. That's a pretty good name for a group that has some submission specialists in there.
Yeah, like
you got the figure 4, got the armbar, got that submission move that Paige does. What I forget the name of.
The
Rampage?
No, that's the DDT.
PTO? No, it's one of those. Anyway, submissions-based group, yeah? No, it was a porn site. A submission sorority. Already being used by a pornographic company. So,
I mean,
you clearly can tell that they just make up these things on the fly and do not think to check before giving them the name.
Or they think they're that arrogant that they think that
nobody would care. Nobody would care that they named the Austrian man after a Nazi U-boat commander.
Or the WWE thing will overtake the really horrendous person who is a U-boat commander. Or the website where, I will just presume, kinky stuff happens. Like, what the hell is wrong with these people? Just Google it!
Well, this is the thing. Apparently, they have already abandoned their trademark filing on the name Gunther Stark as of the 19th of January. As noted yesterday on PW Insider, the trademark registration blew up in WWE's face both on social media and with a number of mainstream outlets in the United States and internationally. The Gunther Stark name, devised as a new ring name for the former Walter, was identical to a Nazi U-boat commander in World War II. WWE moved forward with Walter's new ring name this past Tuesday, instead using Gunther without the last name. Now, Andrew, is that any better?
No!
No! Brian Alvarez said a similar point on his radio show, where he said, if you were to name him just Adolf...
oh God, we're recording this on a day. Oh God, what a day.
That's not even, like, any better when you did that.
That's what I mean. It's just
because
like...
you know what his last name was meant to be. Just because he doesn't have it doesn't mean it's not there, like, in spirit, in the fucking ether, hovering around the Gunther name.
I don't understand. It's just like...
But it gets worse.
Oh, okay.
Because they're sticking to their guns and they're calling him Gunther. So, naturally, they had to cut a promo about it. This was a pre-recorded endeavor, shown on NXT this past week.
Brilliant.
Gunther speaks in it. It's subtitled, he's speaking in German, and he says, "The name I'm known by all over the world is the name my parents gave me in honor of our family patriarch, my grandfather, the man who introduced me to this great sport. But now, it's time to leave the past behind and guide Imperium into the future, standing on my own 2 feet with my own identity." Marcel continues, "It is time. It is the dawn of a new time for Imperium. We're closing the door on the past and opening the door to a whole new future, a whole new age." Eichner then says, "It's going to be a future led by this man. A man who will spread pain and fear throughout the entire WWE. The Ring General Gunther. The man who works at Central Perk."
Yeah,
whatever the coffee shop is named. Central Perk? Yeah, the coffee shop from Friends. There's a penguin in Adventure Time who's named Gunther.
I mean, I can't... It's not a scary name. It's just...
It's not.
Like, I really like that character, but I'm never going to tell them. Like,
This man will strike fear and spread pain throughout the entire WWE. Chandler.
He will strike fear. Everyone will bow to his presence.
Oh, I'm so fearful. Who is he?
His name is Joey. Fucking hell, man.
It's like a kayfabe news article that was like, Tommaso Ciampa to be put to the main roster as Crazy Luigi Pepperoni. What is it? This company has never, like, been... Well, let me rephrase. They've always done this. They've never been shy to doing this before now. They've always given, like, anyone who isn't American the most, like, national type of name.
Yeah,
like
it's so...
More really, this promo doesn't even make sense, because it implies that Gunther changes his name. Why don't Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner also change their names if they are leaving the past behind?
It doesn't make... It's...
More probably, Walter has performed on the main roster at Survivor Series, where he was in that 5 versus 5 versus 5 versus 5, however many teams there was. He got pinned in the match after like 3 minutes. Oh my god. There's a lot to unpack with all of this, right? Not the least that this name change doesn't make any sense, is entirely pointless, and you could have just chosen a much better name. Like, even if you're going to change his name, fine, but you could have done it with a better name.
I feel like...
People are paid to come up with this shit.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, people come up with this. I mean, either it's because Vince and co have, like, a distinct way of naming people. Like, the way they name people...
A xenophobic way of naming
people. Maybe. But also, no human being on Earth has a name like Gunther Stark. I don't know. Maybe there is in Germany or Austria, and I've just said something really awful. But like other names,
we've been over this. He was a Nazi U-boat commander.
Okay, yeah, but like name another person on NXT.
Tommaso Ciampa. Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker? What is that? No one is called
Breaker
that.
with 2 Ks for some reason. I don't know why. Could have just called him Rex Steiner, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
That's a much better name.
Using that logic, if Gunther or Coffee Man or Coffee Austrian Man is gonna change his name because of family lineage and stuff, why the hell is he not called Steiner? Not like Braun Breaker or Breaker or whatever. Why the hell is he not called Steiner? He is the son of Rick Steiner. You brought him out for fuck's sake when he won the title. What is wrong with you, you tits?
There's another point here which I want to bring up before we move on. But there have been obviously a lot of tweets about this. Finn Balor tweeted at him saying, people hated Finn.
Your name was...
because before that he was Prince Devitt.
Your name was Prince.
Yeah, that's cool. Prince Devitt's a cool name.
Huh? No, it's
I think
not.
so, anyway.
It
implies royalty.
But he's not a prince.
Okay, Finn Balor is also like a nothing name anyway. Like, that's neither good nor bad. It's just a name, right? But Hurricane Helms, whatever his real name is, said on Twitter,
Gregory.
In my WWE TV debut, I lost my name, my gimmick, my entrance song, my finisher, and my WCW Cruiserweight Championship, all in one night. If I survive that, Walter will be just fine.
Yeah, I can. I mean, but truth be told, that's kind of bollocks because
that's not the point at all.
Yeah, no.
Sean, is his name Sean?
Yeah, but Sean, you were like Sugar Shane Helms, which was fucking shit, right?
He was in Freak Out,
and he was like, he had the theme song, which was like Vertebraker, like Vertebraker. Like,
okay, to be fair, the Vertebraker is a really cool move.
No, the move is cool, but the song is shit. So basically. But then he went on to become the Hurricane, which was like one of the most successful gimmicks of all time. So like,
it was a successful gimmick, but because he was a jobber.
They called him the Hurricane. So like,
he was a fake superhero that everyone laughed at. It's like Captain Suplah.
But what I'm saying is,
if you were just fine, you were fine. Yeah, you were fine as a comedic jobber character. Walter was champion for over 800 fucking days. And you want to tell me that this isn't going to hurt his cred at all?
Well, yeah, and the Hurricane had a chance to get over. Like, because he was a stupid, silly gimmick. Walter...
Nothing has changed about Walter other than his name. Like, he's the same guy.
I'm not saying do a fucking Nikki Cross and be like, I'm Super Gunther. Like, don't do that for the love of Christ. But, like...
it's Nikki ASH, almost a superhero, because you have to say all of that all at once, just to really drive home what the name means.
God, okay, don't do that. But like, what I'm saying,
it's Gunther, the U-boat guy. No, don't fucking do that. But yeah, no, this is dumb. This is stupid. I hate it. And clearly, they're sticking to their guns. Whatever. Like,
like
it's just more of the same shit. Right?
Absolutely. What is... This is why I don't watch NXT 2.0. There is a distinct reason, and I think it's...
There's a lot of reasons, to be fair.
Well, yeah, that's the...
There's more reasons not to than there are reasons to watch it, especially when AEW exists now.
Boom, I
don't know what you're doing. Stop it.
That's the theme song.
No, it isn't. If it's anything you've shown us, is that you don't know how to sing songs.
I can sing songs.
Do you want to sing the song of this weekend, Andrew?
Okay. I think is it Logic and Balling? Because if it is it?
It's for Royal Rumble, Andrew.
Bitch, I'm balling, bitch, I'm balling.
Okay, it's for Royal Rumble this Saturday/Sunday because they've changed the day that they do their pay-per-views for some reason.
That's brilliant. I love Saturday pay-per-views. Saturday pay-per-views.
It's good for us, to be fair, because Sundays are a day of rest, and you can rest after you've just been fucked by WWE's booking at 2 a.m. So
it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and The Rock has won the Royal Rumble.
Oh. Great. That was worth it. So, there's a couple of matches announced. We've got the betting odds from Paddy Power, as is tradition. It's for Paddy Power Powers.
We're not sponsored. Please sponsor us. We're sponsorable.
We're
green now.
Then
we're green.
I don't blame you if you don't want to. It's fine.
No, please.
But we have betting odds, Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
Now, coming from an outsider's perspective, right, we have the men's Royal Rumble. Winner gets a shot at either the WWE or the Universal Championship, currently held by Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, respectively.
Yep.
Who do you think is going to win the Royal Rumble this year?
If you smell...
Stop. You take things way too far. Stop.
The Rock, maybe?
The Rock. Well, it's funny you say that, Andy. The Rock actually has odds of 18-1.
Oh, I might put a couple of quid on The Rock.
You know who else has the odds of 18-1?
I don't like where this is going. Probably Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, Bray Wyatt.
No.
The man who's not in the fucking company anymore because they fired him. For no reason. What do you think of that, Andy? The Rock, 18-1. That's pretty good.
That's pretty damn good odds.
Compared to his numbers in the previous years, because he's always been on this list. He's always at 250-1.
Is Mania at AT&T Stadium this year and not the Los Angeles Stadium?
I have no clue, Andy.
Okay, if it's in...
I don't pay attention to where the fucking stadiums are.
Well, AT&T Stadium is that 100,000 alleged 100,000 seat stadium.
It's a big boy.
It's a big bugger. So
it's a chunky lad.
It's a big banging stadium, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
let's look this up. Actually, it is in nope, that's 2023. What year are we in?
I don't know.
2022. AT&T Stadium, yes, right, in Arlington, Texas.
They've got to fill that fucker up somehow.
With a 2-night event as well.
Yeah,
because they're doing that now.
It's got to be The Rock then.
You think The Rock?
It's got to be The Rock.
Well, let's actually have a look at the odds here, because the odds-on favorite at the moment is apparently Brock Lesnar.
What? How? He's the WWE champion. How do you?
Well, you say this, Andy. I think it could be the option that he loses to Bobby Lashley earlier in the night,
and then goes in the Rumble, and it's Roman and Brock at Mania. Oh, fuck off.
That could be what happens.
No, I don't want that. Go away. I don't like Brock. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, but he's...
Oh, come on. He's funny.
Oh, he's funny.
And he's money.
No, he's not. He's a twat.
Oh, come on, Andy. Have you not even been watching his promos lately?
Sod him. Sod his stupid ponytail. Look, I'm a big fucking lumberjack.
No, he wears a hat now.
He's not funny. I don't care.
Andy Kwan, the judge of all humour.
No.
Wow. Terrible. What a world we live in where the man who drove Harambe into the ground twice is saying that Brock Lesnar is not funny. Wow.
He's not. Sorry.
Great. Other odds-on favourites are AJ Styles with 5 and 2 odds.
Really?
Okay. You'd think, wouldn't you? Well, he's not actually doing anything at the moment, and if he were to win, I'd be fine with that. Obviously an AJ fan for a majority of the time he's been in WWE, so...
What's the next person?
Big E with 7 and 2.
That makes sense.
He was WWE champion with a reign that nobody cared for, apparently.
That's a shame.
The unanimous cry is that it could have been done better. But that happens for a lot of title reigns.
They say that in every single title reign.
I don't know what people want, honestly, at this point. A couple other odds. Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley share 10-1 odds. Again, the predicate being that Bobby Lashley loses against Brock Lesnar and then wins the Rumble and probably will face Brock again.
Okay.
What a time.
So what's next?
Let's see how the first one goes, before we try and book any rematches. Because we've got Brock versus Bobby, and it's been hyped as being one of those dream matches from years and years ago that's now finally happening.
I guess so, yeah, but basically when they brought in Bobby basically had Brock's entrance and
there was a lot of comparisons there. Yeah, they've said it in promos before, shortly before Brock Lesnar murdered him on the mic and ended his career, basically. Did you see that?
No, when was it?
Oh, basically it was on Raw, right? It was when Bobby Lashley basically got the championship match, and they had a confrontation, him and MVP, with Brock and Paulie Dangerous.
Oh no, I saw the knock. Who's there?
Knock.
Bobby
Who's there? Bobby who? Exactly.
That's cringe. Sorry.
There's no coming back from that. Like, Bobby didn't even do anything. He just stood there.
Well, yeah, Bobby looks like
looked at him.
He looks like a bitch.
I think he's going to win, you know.
Oh, I don't think so.
Talking about this match for a second, I think Brock versus Bobby, I think Bobby is going to win. I think because Lesnar will potentially underestimate him, as it's been being built towards the story so far. I think it could be that Brock loses. And then I think he could win the Royal Rumble.
Oh, please, Christ.
And then he'll go on to face Roman. But then again, saying that, we have Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Sorry, Seth Freakin Rollins. Because that's his official name now. Don't you know? Don't you know? There's more name drama, Andy, because Seth Rollins isn't just Seth Rollins anymore. Remember that Seth freaking Rollins nickname he had like 5 years ago?
Yes, I remember the very same.
It's back. And it's part of his name now.
Why? Why
you
do
go to
they
WWE.com and you can look him up, and he is Seth freaking Rollins.
No. That's not. That's stupid.
What a hot take. What a wild perspective.
It is fucking stupid. What more do you want me to say? It's dumb. They stuck freaking in his name. Why?
So he's Dr. Evil doing the ring announcing. Seth freaking Rollins.
Throw me a fucking bones, Gutty.
Yes. So you got him versus Roman. I want Seth to win. I think it's time for Roman to finally drop the belt. And then Seth wins. Because Seth is good right now. He's like, people are cheering for him. Iron's hot. Roman's been champion for 500 fucking days.
Oh,
he's beaten so many people.
Christ above.
Like, he's had a good run. It's been great. Tribal Chief, fucking brilliant. But too much of it. And he'll start to veer. Oh no. Oh, I said it. I said the word veer. Oh, he strikes fear into the hearts of men, does Veer Mahan coming to Raw, apparently.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Veer.
I don't watch Raw, so you're gonna have to explain.
Basically, the joke is that Veer, I don't even know who he is anyway, but he's been having vignettes on Raw that basically said, Veer is coming to Raw, since, like, November. And it's now January. And he's not coming.
Maybe he is, he's just taking his time.
They keep moving the stadium. He keeps going to the stadium and they're not there anymore.
Yeah, it's not his fault. He turns
He's
up
stuck
and they go,
in traffic.
Like, where the fuck are you people?
Oh, yeah. So, anyway, we're all over the place with this.
Yes.
I want Seth to win. I think it's time. Because if Roman keeps the championship for too much longer, people are going to start to hate him again. And I don't want that because he doesn't deserve that.
I don't know. I can see him doing Brock and Roman at WrestleMania. So I can see Bobo winning it, Roman winning it, Brock winning the Rumble, goes on to face Roman at Mania.
It's not a bad bet.
That's probably
although if you're on Paddy Power and you look at the odds, you have 12-1 odds for Omos.
Why?
Because he does the height thing.
Great.
You saw that too, right? He does the height thing.
I just thought you said it meant that he had tall.
Well, he does have tall. So he's been facing jobbers lately, and there's a clip going around of him like a couple of weeks ago where he was facing off against a jobber, like kind of intimidating him in the corner before the match, and you can see him say to the ref, "Should I do the height thing?" Like twice, he says that, and the ref obviously says yes, and then Omos just does the height thing where he lifts his arm up to his head, and then he's like, "Oh, you're shorter than I am." He does the height thing.
Great.
I think if he does the height thing in the Rumble, he might win. Because he's so impossibly tall. How can you ever eliminate someone that tall?
My phone might know.
Yeah?
Let's see what the phone says.
Oh, let's not see what the phone says, Andy. Let's see what Paddy Power says. Let's have a look at some of the more far-fetched options down here. You mentioned Stone Cold earlier. The classic 250-1. Odds that are shared by Triple H.
Yeah, but he's not.
Vince McMahon.
Fucking hell.
R-Truth.
Oh, please.
Pat McAfee.
Oh, no.
And a Shanky.
Who?
Shanky.
Who is Shanky?
You know Shanky.
No, don't. We did this like earlier in the last year, and you kept saying Shanky over and over, and I still
Who's
don't.
Shanky?
Alright, Shanky then. Shanky's gonna win.
You think Shanky's gonna win?
No. No, I don't.
I couldn't even finish that sentence. Oh my god. Who else do we have? A couple other crazy odd picks are Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy.
He's not even there. They're not even there.
Not even there.
God,
you know who we mentioned earlier? Veer. He's got 200 to 1 odds.
But he's got more chance.
He's got the same odds as Johnny Knoxville.
Oh God.
Who is actually in the Rumble.
No, he isn't, is he?
Yeah. Did you not see this?
Why?
Oh, mate, there was a thing. He's been feuding with Sami Zayn on SmackDown for some reason, where he was a celebrity guest. And then he was like, I want to be in the Royal Rumble. I'm Johnny Knoxville. Because you have the new Jackass movie coming out, right? And so Sami Zayn is like, hey, you're not a wrestler. You're not actually qualified. I'm about to. And then Johnny Knoxville came out after Sami Zayn had a match against someone and threw him over the top rope. And then the announcer was like, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Knoxville has qualified for the Royal Rumble match.
What, just because he's chucked someone over the ropes?
Yeah, that's what you have to do, to be fair, isn't it? In the Royal Rumble.
When was that a thing?
It was on SmackDown.
What?
So yeah, Johnny Knoxville is officially in the Royal Rumble this year.
God almighty, please. No.
I'm so excited for that, because they played the Jackass music when he won. When he won that confrontation.
I hate all of this.
I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is the Royal Rumble.
I'm Johnny Knoxville, and I'm totally irrelevant. Why am I still doing that?
No, he's not irrelevant. He's got a movie coming out. Do you have a movie coming out, Andy?
I could if I really wanted to.
But you don't want to, so you don't.
Exactly.
Oh, big man.
I'm the big man with the big...
Jinder Mahal has 150 to 1 odds. Same as The Undertaker and Grayson Waller.
I don't even know who Grayson Waller is.
We literally mentioned him earlier.
Oh, did we?
The guy from NXT. The guy from...
That's because these names are shit! These names are so
God. Bad. Wow. So yeah, there's a Walter. He's 20. Sorry, Gunther. Paddy Power says Walter. So how dare they dead name him? How dare they? Walter has 25 to 1 odds, the same as Goldberg and Roman Reigns and Randy Orton and Matt Riddle. Wowee. Golly Wally. So okay, you think either The Rock or Brock is going to win? Someone whose name that ends in Ock is going to win.
This is the Ock
I
Rumble.
think Doc Ock is going to win the Rumble. He just comes out and he's like, hello, Peter.
Like, all the fucking arms are coming out. Like,
yeah. Oh, I'd love to have Doc Ock in the Rumble. He'd be great. How could you throw all 8 of his limbs over the top rope?
You can't. He can throw 8 people out at once.
Exactly. 1 in each hand and then each leg. Oh.
So yeah, it's probably The Rock or Brock.
Rock or Brock or Doc Ock.
Or nobody wins.
Really?
Yeah.
For the first time in history.
Yeah, they've never done it before. What did they do? And nobody!
Oh, what would they do? What would they do when someone doesn't win?
There is no WrestleMania. Goodbye.
That's it. It's down to 1 night now.
That was just cancelled.
Looking at the women's side of the women's Royal Rumble, though, it looks pretty interesting, honestly. Because you know who the odds-on favourite is at the moment?
Lita.
No.
Oh.
Ronda Rousey.
Oh, yes.
Remember Ronda Rousey, Andrew?
Yes, I fucking do.
How could you forget Ronda Rousey?
There's no way I could have forgotten. They definitely
no way at all. What do you think of this?
I don't know.
She hasn't appeared in the fucking ring since WrestleMania?
WrestleMania.
Like 3 years ago?
Yeah, because she went off, had baby.
Oh, did she have a kid?
Yeah, she had a kid, didn't she?
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah, I mean, this is like the similar thing with like the Rock analogy. They need to fill this fucking building, and they are struggling to fill arenas, like, with tens of thousands of seats, not hundreds of thousands. So, probably, yeah, you could probably gonna hear, and then she'll end up armbarring people and throwing them out.
Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss are the second and third most favorite.
No.
Anyone but Bliss, please.
Yeah, but no.
I'm so tired of her.
Bliss, not as in like spoofy, like Alexa Bliss.
What? What was that?
Like, derp Alexa Bliss. We don't want that. We just want like fairly normal heel Alexa Bliss would be great.
Nah, she has the doll.
No, none of that. No more.
The doll's gonna win the Rumble, Andy.
No, please, Christ. No,
Is
God.
she even on the betting odds, I wonder? Is that doll on the betting odds?
I really
No.
not. Oh, thank Christ.
No, unfortunately not. Okay, so the thing with the Women's Rumble is randomly they announced like 20 of the participants, including some surprise entrances like Summer Rae. Thought that was weird. Oh, and who are we forgetting? Mickie James.
Oh, yes, the Impact Women's Champion.
Is going to be at the Rumble.
I don't understand.
Okay, there's two options here. Number one, WWE and Impact are doing the unthinkable and are initiating a working relationship for the first time in like 20 years of companies existing. Or WWE forgot that they fired Mickie James. And they booked her in the match without thinking to check.
These people don't Google names.
That lines up with the logic that we've been experimenting with today, doesn't it?
They don't Google their own feckin' names they come up with, so why
Who did we
would
fire? It's over 100 people. Surely Mickie James wasn't one of them. Oh, wait, she was. Oh, wait, she's an Impact Women's Champion. What do we do now? Put her in a Rumble, I suppose.
So dumb.
What a time to be alive. Did you ever think you would see this? A WWE and TNA working relationship?
No way in hell, but...
The thought boggles the mind. Even after all this time, even after the whole Forbidden Door debacles that we've been having for the past, 3 years, you would never think this would happen.
No,
They even reached out to the Iconics. Sorry, the Inspiration, who are the Impact Tag Team Champions, or they were at one point.
I would tell them to feck off. Like, literally, good.
No, yeah, they did, because
you fired us. So no. Up yours.
Yeah. For some reason, Mickie James is above that and is appearing in the Rumble. She won't win.
No.
So I don't get what the logic is. That's you're inviting someone from another company to lose a match. Obviously, I don't. Will she come out with the belt even?
That's what I was thinking. Will she even do that? I bet because it's WWE, she'll bring the belt, and then as soon as she gets to the gorilla position, Vince is like, "What the fuck is that?" And then
that's not one of ours.
That's not one of our.
Nice replica, Mickie.
That's not one of our championships. Wow. No, it's called a belt, Vince. That's a championship.
Where is Mickie on the odds here? 66-1.
That's not good odds, is it?
Well, probably not, but they have so many people on this list of odds here. What have we got? Bianca Belair, 4-1. Alexa Bliss, 7-1. Paige, 9-1. Why is Paige fucking 9-1?
I don't know.
She's fucking retired.
Yeah, she's been retired for a while, so...
Literally, 5 years? Something mad? Bayley's on there. I think Bayley's at least going to be a surprise entrant, because I think she's done rehabbing her injury, so...
Yeah, I mean, I
that'd
wouldn't
be pretty neat.
If they need a surprise like that, I think Bayley winning the whole thing could be an option.
Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that. She hasn't done it before, has she?
No.
We had Asuka, Charlotte, and...
Charlotte.
Bianca.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I thought Charlotte won it twice for some reason.
No, I don't think so.
It's because she's,
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Kenny, no! Don't need to expound on that opinion at all. It's just because she's Charlotte. So there's a couple other odds that are a bit crazy. We have the ones at the bottom of the barrel. We have Ember Moon, who's not in the company. Marina Shafir, who's not in the company. Scarlett, who's not in the company. Chelsea Green, who's not in the company. Santana Garrett, who's not in the company. Mia Yim, who's not in the company. Peyton Royce, who's not in the company. Lana, who's not in the company. Renee Paquette. Renee Young, who is not in the company. Alea Mysterio, who is not in the company.
I don't understand.
Billie Kay, who is not in the company.
What?
Stephanie McMahon, who is unfortunately in the company. God damn, dude. How many women on here do they not have? So many. Nia Jax, not in the company, thank God.
I just don't understand,
They've announced both of the Bellas. We have that surprise taken from us.
You can look, but you can't touch. Yeah, I don't understand why they just didn't save these for the actual Rumble. I don't. Maybe
it would have been amazing. Could you imagine the headlines? But Mickie James turns up in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, like I mean, then again, like something like the Bellas. I mean, they've been in every Rumble for the past 3-4 years.
Yeah,
now?
They keep saying them as like surprise legends returns, but it's probably because you don't have enough fucking women on your roster.
Exactly. It's like at this point, it's not a surprise if they're there every year. Like, it kind of defeats the object, so I don't really understand. But
surprisingly, the highest ranked person here who isn't with the company anymore, I think, is Toni Storm, and she fucking quit. Like, she literally took her fucking bags and went home, and I don't fucking blame her.
It's a swerve, it's a swerve, it's a swerve.
Oh, it's a swerve, it's a swerve. She wouldn't win anyway.
But I don't know.
So yeah, you think Ronda Rousey? That would be not great.
I mean,
not gonna lie, because then Becky Lynch is the champion facing Doudrop at the event. Becky's definitely retaining there, so it would be Ronda versus Becky if Ronda were to win. You'd think. Bianca Belair is the next favorite. Wouldn't be opposed having a back-to-back Rumble winner.
Yeah, no, I think that's. I mean, in this era where women actually have a Royal Rumble, they need probably...
You gotta redo all the accomplishments that you've done for the men, basically.
Yeah, I mean, Shawn Michaels, back-to-back, Austin, back-to-back,
Hogan, back-to-back, Stevie Richards, back-to-back.
Yeah, Stevie Richards, back-to-back. Am I missing anyone?
There's a lot of other things that you can do with this, so, Bianca Belair, please. Ronda Rousey, no thank you, respectfully. Go back to being on the farm, playing Pokemon, whatever it is you fucking do.
I don't know. I can see WWE giving it to Ronda and being like...
If she's in it, then yes. If she's not in it, then I just hope it's Bianca.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because Bianca's, still good. We're not tired of her yet. Especially after she lost to Becky at SummerSlam. Come on. You gotta give her a reign that ends at least somewhat better than that.
Well, yeah, that's the story, so...
That's the story. If Bianca wins, she fights Becky Lynch at Mania, probably.
There you go.
I'd love that.
Long-term booking.
Give them an actual match, yes. Brilliant.
And then
I say this, they've probably already had a match at some point. I just haven't paid attention. So
no one pays
whatever.
No one pays attention to WWE, so I wouldn't worry about it.
No, we only pay attention to the bad headlines. Like Gunther. So that's the... we forgot about the mixed tag match, which is happening for some reason. Edge, who won last year, is in a mixed tag match this year with his wife, Beth Phoenix, against The Miz and Morris. Not entirely sure why this match is happening.
I don't really care, to be fair.
Oh my god, scathing. Terrible.
Absolutely
horrific scenes.
I don't. I just don't.
You don't?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
Do you?
I don't know. I'm like... Why? I don't care. I don't. It's up there with. They did this not that long ago. I mean, in living memory, in recent memory, with Cena and whichever Bella he's married to or was married to.
Come on, you know it's Nikki. Don't be blasé about this.
And then
you know it's Nikki Bella.
And they did that with,
Brie Bella is with Daniel Bryan.
And they did that with
Bryan Danielson.
And they did that with Maurice and Miz as well. This is the same thing.
Yeah, now it's happening again. What does it say on Wikipedia? I wonder. Beth Phoenix appeared to aid her husband at day 1 when being attacked by Morris while he was engaged in a one-on-one match with The Miz. Oh, okay, it's because the Edge, wow. The Edge and Miz are feuding, apparently. And they got their significant others involved. That's the story.
Wow, riveting.
It's at least a bathroom break match.
Yeah, I mean, you need one, because this event's
at least a break to fucking collect yourself.
7 hours each night.
You excited for the Rumble, Andrew?
No.
The Royal Rumble.
I completely forgot it was this week.
But you're going to be watching it, right?
Yeah, it's on a Saturday. I've got nothing else to do.
It's on a Saturday, and it's the Rumble. No matter how bad the product is, you have to watch the Rumble.
That text message was a friend saying, I hear there's wrestling on Saturday. I'm like, yes. So
yes, it's the Royal Rumble. Let me tell you about The Miz and Morris.
Oh, let me tell you a story about Miz and Morris. There once was a story all about how my career nearly ended there. Suddenly, I recovered from a really bad injury. Then I feuded with Miz and Morris. I come out of the ground and there's lots of fire around me because I think I'm a vampire, but then I'm not. Look at my kingdom, I was finally there in the Royalist Rumble in Bel Air. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. Okay.
You stop, you have the power.
I know.
Just shut up. Just shut the fuck up, Andrew. Jesus.
Can you tell I'm back?
Yeah, this is great.
What a moment in time.
So that was for Suplah, ladies and gentlemen. I think with that, we should probably end it there.
Oh, what a royalist of episodes. So, by the way, if you want to buy our stuff, go to redbubble.com/.
What stuff? We have stuff. What stuff, Andrew?
We have merchandise.
Do we have drugs?
No, we got all the. Well, you're gonna need
get all of your gear.
What? Go to redbubble.com/people/the Suplah. We have a gaming channel which we are now updating. We have a Twitch which you can watch me play Call of Duty, and also we may have to redo the Suplah City career mode because we changed all of our colours. So, and I'm gonna stick us in the Scottish League. Whoa! So that's what I'm gonna do. And what else is there, Samuel?
Social medias. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. We're posting Rumble facts up until the Rumble.
Yes,
I'll have you know, things are very interesting. Did you know that on this day, this person won the Royal Rumble?
I did not know that, Sam.
Ain't that crazy?
That's
you
cray-cray.
can find out more fun facts like that on the Suplah's Twitter, @TheSuplah. And we have Suplah Brawl, our very own wrestling league. You can follow the channel, subscribe, hit that bell, and you will be the first to know when a good wrestling event comes to you, directly into your eyeballs.
Exactly, directly in your fucking face. So,
exactly.
This has been the Suplah. I have been Andy Kwan, Kenny's been Kenny the Cat, and Sam's been Sam. And we will see you next time on the road. I don't know why I'm talking like that. To WrestleMania.
The road to WrestleMania.
Road to WrestleMania. Have you seen
Sound
Impact
like an alien.
Dynamite? Impact Dynamite. What the fuck? What?
Impact Dynamite, Ring of Honor.
No, that doesn't exist. Or does it? I don't know.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.